tucokaniririe ruhi uguo nigetha ithe tucemanitie guku tunyite ogeni Mheshimiwa George J Maara agioka gutamburukia kioneki giake kuri media na kuri aikari ari cukuru no gukorwo orio ni mwarimu akenda gutuika ki no gukorwo ugiri akenda gutuika president kana kindu kinene oguo ano ko thabari yake rambiriria muthenya uriku muthenya wo muthi gutire ambitions ibatie kuhuthio. Every dream is valid and yes we can. Neguo haya turahura maria ma CBC mahuragwo matatu meri rimwe wahitia ugatunengiri. Haya sawa sawa. Haya turahura macio ma CBC 1 2 go. Mahiti voho mayoira hayo. Ha dena 84 theri cia mweno uyu. Haya turacokera ringi macio metagwo ma CBC tuthia matatu meri rimwe. Haya tuthie 1 2 go. Dena kumenya kana ne agakorwo na ki na rejected. Turacokera ya mwisho. Aya tuthie 1 2 go. Hana kure hana kura. So thank you so much. Gamunyito ogeni nie Mheshimiwa ni murata wakwa muno, and I said no ginya njoke tondu murata wa mundu amwendaga hindi ciothe. Ningi Mheshimiwa gutwaitua kuhuranira giti kia Senator wa Kiambu na kiama gitu kia Mount Kenya, hau ningi akahutia ngoro yakwa tondu kindu kia mundu agumwira ndu umwe ciugo ici ni kuri maundu matatu. Kuri ira ucio ngi kindu kianyu, kindu giaku na kindu kiene. Kindu giaku no uhuthire uria ukwenda na nikio twete ya twi kiama kia Jubilee tondu ni kiama. Kindu kiene no uhoire, kindu kianyu no muiguithanirie uhuthire. Ugo hinda riri ndikwenda kuya mahinda tondu ndirenda tuikare tondu media iyuire guku na nimekwenda gukioya na tondu tini ndirarugamanie ni kumagaria na kunyita mbaru nginya haria. Ndenda kwamba gwita mutungatiri wa Njatha arugamirire parish etagwo Kiu ni githurai giothe guthi uguo nginya mwihoko ko guothe iyo etagwo Kiu parish na nime uguka nigetha atuhingurire na mahoya. Githija mufundithia makofi twende. Karibu sana mchungaji wa Njatha.
Thank you. Ni tondu wa gitio no hoetwo mbeto rugame. Mandiko ma Ngai moigaga abai mucaria thamaki wa Ngai no thingu wake. Na ni tondu wa gitio kia Ngai na moko. Rekei tuhoe. Mwathani ithe witu wa iguru, we uirwo ni hinya na uirwo ni uhoti. Nitugukena muno Mwathani tondu wa ciugo iria wariirie Jeremia na ukimwira ni wa muwi ona riria atombitwo nda ya nyina, ona matuko maria aturire nda ya nyina, ona nginya guciarwo gwake ni wa muwi na ni wamenyete kuria kagera na uria koimirira. Nitugukena muno Mwathani hwaini wa umuthi twigeikaro giki ni tondu ndungata ino igwitwo Maara ni wa miwi ona riria tari nda ya nyina, ona agithoma na agikura Ngai ni woi ihinda riri rikamukorerera. Na tondu Mwathani warathima gutire mundu ngiruma na murango uri uhingurite gutire mundu ungihota kuhinga. Mwathani ni ndaguthaitha muno witikire gutwaranaga na ndungata ino ona riu agithie mbere ya andu aya nigetha atwaririe ikiraga ciugo cia ugi rurimi-ini rwake na umuheage kwendekana gwitikirika na umunyitage guoko. Na nitwahoya kiambiriria giki ugie hamwe na ithui, ona gitagati ugie hamwe na ithui, ona urikiririe hamwe na ithui. Twahoya twitikitie ni ugutucerera na ni ugutwarana hamwe na ithui na no undu wa Yesu Kristo Mwathani witu. Amen.
Thank you so much Pastor Wajatha ni tondu wa gutwitanira na iguru na gutuhoera rutha. Nikwenda gucokia ngatho ni undu wa ageni aria othe mokite gukorwo hamwe na mheshimiwa Maara, oro hamwe na supporters ake aria mugiukite nigetha munyitirire kioneki giaciarwo thiini wa mundu no kunyitirirwo kinyitagirirwo. Nikwenda gore uma na program anengere riu nigetha twambe tunyitwo ugeni athieko, twambe tunyitwo ugeni. We will have a welcome note na tukunyitwo ugeni ni Bwana Muiga onake no aspirant nieguka nigetha atunyite ugeni. Sijui hii microphone sasa Boni ngerudishwa hapa vizuri ama tutumie hii? Tutumie hii, ni sawa. Thank you so much. Haya, Bwana Muiga haha. So ladies and gentlemen, makofi tena.
Jubilee George Maara Kiambu Senator George Maara Jubilee. Asante sana ndake na muno ni kamweke gaka njitagwo Muiga Rugara ama the aspirant wa Jubilee MP Juja constituency, na ndagiuka ha kumunyita ugeni na ku make sure o mundu othe aigue haria agiriire, tondu muthi ni muthenya witu wa kwamukira one of our sons nigetha atunyitirire giti kia Kiambu Senator George Jonathan Maara. George Jonathan Maara, munasema Kiambu Senator George Jonathan Maara. Exactly. Na nonyende kuga ahutha slogan irauga maitho ma Kiambu ni mala katiguo, na ni moe mala yu ni kuga atia na Gikuyu ni kuga ni kwage otheri katiguo. Maitho ma Kiambu ni meka atia ni mage otheri katiguo, kuga maitho ma Kiambu ni mala ka riua rio katugaga atia, riua ni rieka atia, maitho ni meka atia. Aya, exactly. Now gwenda kwamba kuga ati twina andu aigana ona me guku tungienda ku recognize. First of all, no nyende to recognize one of our brothers we guku Sam Kairo. Sam Kairo, we recognize your presence here. Thank you so much. Sam Kairo is representing the big offices here, the biggest office in the land. Na nikie guku he muthuri ungi watuhoithia member of clergy Wajatha arugameire Kiu Parish. No nyende ku recognize one of the nominated MCAs, our sister Jane Gathiga. Jane Gathiga is a nominated MCA Kiambu County, na she is also an aspirant in Kiambu County as a Juja MCA. Karibu sana Jane Gathiga. No nyende ku recognize there are some former MCAs megoko. Let me kwena former MC gwetu kwena former MCAs megoko kana any sitting MCA kore goko ha former MCAs oi moko iguru tumuone. It's a big recognition goko for haya kwena andu ange maruga maite goko na ni megoko. Can I see them? Hey brother gwenda haria kayukine gukuonete goko ndukiruga mena niguo jigwa okiugerio ni yuthi wa rugama. Thank you. Reke njuge no nyende ku appreciate media. Ndirona mwiguku na njira nene muno. Ndikugaga ni kiundu kinene na nindakena Kiengei na wento ku recognize andu aria matoi Kiengei u niwe Kiengei live. I don't know the opposite of Kiengei live ni kuga atia. Aya hari andu angi abata muno Dala horo no adwale othe ndirona guku ni ituge cia George Maara na inyuĩ nĩ inyuĩ andũ arĩa a bata mũno gũkũ tondũ inyuĩ nĩ inyuĩ mũkũingĩria. Thank you so much. Kuma gũkũ nĩ nyonete andũ a rari mũico kũrĩa ũgĩthiĩ kũruga soko ĩrĩa mwĩtaga mwelefu, ilikuwa mjinga lakini imerefuka, si ndio? Na ndiona nginya andũ a Go River, the farthest end ya Kiambu County. Inyuĩ nĩ inyuĩ ituge cia George Maara, na George Maara no aremwo nĩ gũkinya every corner of Kiambu County, no inyuĩ muthiĩte kũu nĩ tarĩ kuo. Reka ndĩmwĩre kaũndũ kamwe ga siasa. George Maara nĩ atĩ kiugo kĩrĩa mwatwara kĩu nĩkĩo kĩrĩtĩkagio. Ũguo geriai kũhe andũ ũhoro mwega na ũhoro ũraringana no kĩama kĩa Jubilee, na ũhoro ũraringana na wendi wa mũtongoria wa bũrũri. Kĩndũ kĩu nĩkĩo gĩkũmũkinyia ikona yothe ya Kiambu. So what you say is what is believed. Uria mwera andũ nĩ ũgwĩtĩkio mũno ũkĩra we okĩte, na nĩma ndangĩkĩhota gũkinyĩra mũndũ wothe wa Kiambu. No ithuĩ ta ituge ciake no tũkinyĩra kĩ kila mahali. Niĩ nĩ ndĩmũrepresentete wega Juja, nĩ twacemanirie nake o kahinda almost a month ago, na tukikane ndĩ mkĩmũrũgamĩrĩra mwena wa Juja, na nĩ njĩkĩte atĩa andionire poster yake nja ya harĩa njikaraga, ndĩramenya mũthuri nĩ aingĩrire ũyũ, tũmũrĩre irũĩ tondũ nĩ ageretie. Asante sana. Haya tuhore rũĩ tuonio nĩ kĩege rwa kwĩ appreciate each one of us nĩ ũndũ wa gũkorwo tũkinyĩte gũkũ ithaa rĩrĩ. Want to go? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Tuhurire bwana Muigaruhirwe wega rĩngĩ. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Ero ũcio ũngĩ Ngai akũrathime. Nĩ kũnyitagĩrĩra cioneki. Nĩ kũrĩ andũ mahũraga kĩoneki matoĩ gĩgaciara kĩ. Kũrĩ mũndũ ũrakĩoneki atoĩ gĩgaciara kĩ. Nĩ wega kũnyitagĩrĩra cioneki rĩrĩa twareherwo cioneki. Cioneki nĩ njega nĩcio iturutaga ũkombo-inĩ. Thank you so much Bwana Muiga, and we wish you all the best in Juja constituency. Ona kũu no tũgũgũtwara. Gatũtigũtwara Bwana Muiga. Si tutampeleka siku moja. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Mheshimiwa Maitho ma Kiambu. Maara nĩ Maitho ma Kiambu. Ĩro ũcio Maitho nĩ mega. Tero ũcio tahinga Maitho. Nĩ mwahinga Maitho. Hinga Maitho ũguo. Asa hingai Maitho. Muona kĩ? Hĩndĩ ĩyo mũkũhingĩte Maitho muona kĩ? Mwahingũra. Ĩro ũcio Maitho nĩ Maara. Let us welcome Mr. Sam Kairu to say a word as a close friend to Mheshimiwa Maara. Twende 1 2 go. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much Bwana MC. Hamaretwa makwa njĩtagwo Sam Kairu Jonde, na gwitũ nĩ kũrĩa Kikuyu, na ndĩreciria amwe anyu nĩ tũcemanĩtie nao hau kabere. Wambere ngwenda kũmwĩra nĩ njũĩ Mr. George Maara is a good leader. Nĩ mũndũ tũtongoretie mũno kũrĩa gofu-inĩ, na arĩa mamũĩ wega nĩ moĩ nĩ akoretwo akĩrũgama kũndũ gũgwĩtwo Limuru, na rĩmwe agathiĩ ona kahana te kũhota, no siasa nĩ mũkĩ ũhoro wacio imenyekaga nĩ ciathira mũndũ akĩ-announce nĩ arĩa makĩ-announceaga. Mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ ndĩ haha nĩgetha tũnyitanĩre na inyuĩ, nĩgetha tũrore kana mũthuri ũyũ nĩ ekũhota gũkinya ikinya rĩu arenda gũkinya rĩa gũtuĩka senator. Kũrĩa Limuru nĩ mũĩ Maara agĩkũra ũguo nĩ ũkũra na voti ciake o ngiri cigana ũna, tondũ nĩ mũndũ ũĩkaine, na ithuĩ nĩ tũkũmũsupport kũrĩa Gĩkũyũ, kũrĩa Kabete, na arĩa me kũrĩa Juja na Gĩthũngũri na kũnakũ nĩ tũĩ nama nĩ mũkũhota kũnyitĩrĩra mũthuri ũyũ. Njoke ndĩmwĩre atĩrĩrĩ, kũrĩa kwa party mũthuri ũyũ nĩ arĩnjĩstĩte, mũthuri ũyũ nĩ member wa Jubilee, na mũthuri ũyũ nĩ candidate wa senator mabuku-inĩ ma Jubilee. Koguo ndaroka haha atĩ gũtũhũrithia oguo ni muramira droiga na ni tu ni ekurugamirira Jubilee na ndekuma na ndekuruga tore andu aria angi mararuga ati muthe okira ugakora mundu ekiama giki rucio gukira akora egiki kingi uria muthuri ucio eigite matuko magakoretwo na andu na akiruta wira wa community ni mundu kuhota guikara nginya ndagika ya mwisho. Njoke ndimwire atiriri uria MC oiga gutiri hindi andu a Mount Kenya tungithie tuikare kiama kia andu aria angi mungithie kou uriragwo we wira wa kuikara haria ureke andu aria angi marie kwario niguo muritagwo mugakirwo uguo niguo twatua no ngoro mutinaiganira ri we withiire koguo no twanjiririe kiama no tuthie tondu ni kuri amwe magithiite tuikire ciama ciene no ndagika ya mwisho andu aria magatonya ciama icio ni magekunya gutu koguo ingimuria atiriri mureke tuikare Jubilee iria ina Uhuru munene muigai wa Kenyatta uria ukoretwe munene witu na ni mwe wega gutiri handu Uhuru angithie gucira erwe umaja ni mundu hetwo gitio nginya thi cia nja na ona kungithie kuhitane ri akiaga murato mwe kana ri angihurira thimu amwire amere atiriri andu akwa ni manyaririrwo muno tu hamwe nituraiguana koguo ni ngumuhoya muno inyuĩ mwe haha ona mugitindikaga mundu gwitwo George Maara for Senator mumenye atiriri no muranyitirira ruriri na no muranyitirira mugathe Uhuru wa Kenyatta koguo it's a journey for all of us na ngwiciria with your support muthuri ni tukumukinyia haria turenda nigetha kirore mbeca citu muthuri ni mugi na ni mundu mugi ni ekite mathabu maria manene muno maria mekagwo ma insurance mathabu mau ngia gwika wega ndigwiciria no hote gwithia nene no ni ahotete gwika mathabu mau ona maya ma county ri mau ni ma arithmetic ni gutaraniria ici na ici huthikire atia ko ndeciria nie na vote yakwa na ni ngumunengera ona ko ndinayo ha ni ngiamunengera akaige no to ndinagiuka nayo ri ni ngumuigira wega safe custody na nyu muige cianyu wega na mwire andu aria angi na muno muthie mukihunjagia ati to George Maara tura support ni tura support Uhuru wa Kenyatta ni tura support Azimio na no tuhote kuikaria nyumba itu tondu ona andu aria angi othe niguo mekite andu a Githumo mena kiama kiao kia ODM andu a Rift Valley mena kiao kaithio hitwikitwo ati agiko tiko na kiama gitu na ni mukene ithio tukorwo tutoreketie bururi uyu miaka yothe koretwo iho koguo ringi itekwaria muno ni ngumuria tuge Jubilee George Maara Jubilee George Maara Maitho ma Kiambu no ni uguo ndarikia thengiu muno na Ngai amurathime.
Thank you so much. Bana tugire hakuna kusogosania luhi tusogosania luhi nituthie pamoja. Good, thank you so much Bwana Sam Cairo nido asiugo njega and of course coming to support one of our dream and one of our vision thini wa kihida giki turi kana tiguo thini wa mahida maya turi. We want young people energetic na andu mena kioneki ugithie thini wa mafuku ma history ma insurance. I think ugiaga ritwa ria Maara hau urathoma moganda ni umwe waria mana seja ya insurance. Anu insurance ni integrity mathafu na transparency. Kana wicege no hiurie insurance yore ugenda ugihota na George Maara ni ndimwe ari umwe mana seja industry
ndibwitaga Jega ni umwe witu na niwe handu hothe ona mweshimiwa ona hungura ukamenya ni yakuitwo ni mundu we gutwarithia etagwo Jega mutikimuhurira ruhi patrols maundu maria mothe muikagirio data-ini no nginya korwo aeditite ona mbica cia hurwo ciothe cithiaga kuri we na kaundu gothe kandikitwo ga story kaumaga kwiyo we patrols muhure iruhi. Wakili Lilian niwe uturoraga ithuothe no tukunyaga nduneka uria kwagiriire haha uregire guthie niki ukuregete ukatha ici niki uregire ukinyia indo ici hari haciagirie niki. Wakili Lilian no ukoragwo overall kuri ithui na no ukoragwo akirora maundu maria mothe marekeka secretariat-ini. Karibishani Lilian. Dan niko kamwana kada kanini gwitu gukuguo na tukoragwo twi hapa pale ni ithui tukoragwo twi andu amoko amweshimiwa koguo ri in charge na niwe ringi andu ingi mena mwena namba ya Dan gitiguo kana yakwa niguo. So ucio niwe witagwo Dan na karibu sana. Karibishani Dan. Campaign no ndengihota gwikika akorwo tutie na support ya family na itugĩ ici ndirenda kumwira haha cieri ici ni ciana cia Maara no ngiutari haha na uka haha nduke haha nyweri uka haha ino niyo family ya Maara ciana ciake na noi andu ayo goma monana twina Dennis, twina Chris, twina Steve na twina Wahu. Ici ni ciana cia Maara na niyo makiroraga niwe ona muthia kihingo hani mamuraga ndukire uthie wira ndukire ndugikomera muno ati nduroneka muno Maara cuga hanini aya ni mera mara we ndumi uthie na negukiire. Koguo ici ni ciana cia Maara na niyo ituge citu niyo matuteithĩtie ona gukorwo twina indo imwe kindu giothe kiretwo printing tisa tie kiuma aya no kinya authorize Maara ule hubete Wahu ataugite sawa Maara ndagiuma nyumba. Koguo team ino ni very important kuri ithui to ni mane muona ginya family ni nyitanite nao na mweshimiwa tiguo. Koguo ndararugama yika gatiga family kirira koguo meke me hamwe. Karibu sana mweshimiwa, karibu sana, karibu sana. Koguo ino niyo secretary tito na twishua kaundu gothe mukorwo mugitwira kara operator thiini wa andu ariku aya na wajaga ukiuma guku make sure wina namba ya umwe waya me haha nigetha kaundu karia turamuhinyiriria na ku ground ni muona kwina kwina office niguo. Koguo mukiuma guku mukicwe no ima na namba yao yo umwe wake andu me haha kiengai-ini thengio andu no maikare thi riu niguo. Asanteni sana. No ndirona mwatheka muno mutigakirore namba yo yori undu wa campaign.
Alright Gigi Rohero, thank you so much. Bwana Gigi, bless you for being and always playing as a great team leader to the secretariat. Mheshimiwa wetu wa Kiambu town ama Kiambu constituency amefika, Mheshimiwa Jude Jomo, makofi yake tumpigie makofi mazuri. Thank you so much Mheshimiwa, karibu sana. Unajua tuko kwako na sasa mwenye nyumba akifika si unasikia uko sawa. Karibu sana Mheshimiwa, tunaendelea vizuri. Asante sana. God bless you for coming. Diona thanya andike yuo murugi uma akari no ithu twega tugitambure andu tareke tuone andu maumite rari marugame mundu umite rari ntirona kana guku ni matawa tuwapigie makofi. Haya watu wa Limuru, haya tupigie watu wa Limuru makofi mazuri. Watu wa Kikuyu wako wapi? Tupigie watu wa Kikuyu makofi mazuri. Thank you so much. Haya, watu wa Kabete, tupigie watu wa Kabete makofi mazuri. Kutoka Kabete tunakuja Kiamba, tupigie watu wa Kiamba makofi mazuri. Haya, kutoka Kiamba tunakuja Kiambu, watu wa Kiambu constituency wako pale, tuwapigie makofi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kutoka hapo tunaenda Ruiru. Tupigie watu wa Ruiru makofi mazuri. Tukitoka Ruiru tunaenda Juja, watu wa Juja tuwapigie makofi. Thank you so much, watu wa Juja, asante. Kutoka Juja tunaenda Githunguri, watu wa tuwapigie watu wa Githunguri makofi mazuri. Kutoka Githunguri tunamalizia Thika, watu wa Thika wamechelewa wanakuja. Haya, watu wa Gatondo South ndio rafiki ni jam. Watu wa Gatondo North, tupigie watu wa Gatondo North makofi mazuri. Thank you so much for coming na ku represent your team. Kama kuna list nyingine kabla niingie sasa officially upande huu, naona mheshimiwa amesalimiana na mama akiwa ndani ya nyumba, si ndiye mama wa nyumba? Si sasa tu mama akiwa hapa tunasikia tuko na mama ndani ya nyumba. Haya, makofi ya mama na yeye aseme jambo. 1 to go. Haya, niki makofi maraiga. Haya, tuende tena. Karibu sana.
Jubilee. Jubilee. George Maara. Sijasikia. George Maara. Our incoming senator, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Jetago Jenu Wajiru wa Gathiga na denominated MCA na nyumite Juja na dedefa ine giro iragite kia Juja ward ta MCA. Umuthi dina gikeno kukorodi haha. Ni bwana senator diakowe muno, but I met a very humble man, and that is what attracted me first. Tukisemania iruga ria mheshimiwa wa Maitho hedi atwitite hadu, and he went around greeting us, and I was wondering who is this, could be the brother. Then just for me gucoka kwiro uyu no raruga ma senator, and I said he's such a humble man. Nina me izo togoria remwe ngicoka ngirwo tondu na gitugeithio uguo ti mohotho ena kanyamo ngiuria tere ni ari anjoe makona kanyamo kau muratira ri ndimoe uguo. So then that is a plus for him. Na wau no ndo ngiria tere ni watongoria tureka atia turenda udungi twiragwo atiriri ati ritwa riria wahe mwana niyo mwana ucio atwikaga. Riu ndio ndona uyu aretwo Maara, tugacoka tukamuoya tukamutwara senator kuria kurendwo Maitho mena ki na senate tikuhuthu. Senate tikuhuthu gitumine giki, it's about oversight. Inyu ni muonete uria bunge ya Kiambu twana uhoro wa oversight nginya tweka kindu gitagwo ki impeachment. Ukara kora abisha ti horo muhuthu no ni turorete tukona mundu uyu uri experience ile nayo ithomokire nayo with all his humbleness ni agianire gukorwo a senator. Nawe bwana senator ukimenyerera wagithi ndu wake haneta mundu uria wagithiri akiruga agitana iruga akiruga irio kiguo thito no aria marugite ri na aria meritwo marorere nigetha ageni akinya magi agiteo makinya mari irio ri mundu kagana gathania koiga tondu matikire maroka ri ni thaburia cigana ni inya ngara kanini agathie uria okinaki agoka kuga ni ni ngwaga waru ona itithirite no cio woringi thaburia ya waru ina cigana ni igiri dikirira mageuka ageni riria mokire kri gwitwika irio ni ciume aria makego ni gutwara irio magigutire thaburi gakunurwe gakunekwo makuri atiriri ciuma thito eno ciuma guku ciathie ku aria mareire ona matire ho le mathire riu mwene irugari akarigwo riu guthie kwira ageni ningurugite nindametire ngiruta mbia irio itire ho Senator irio cito cia Kiambu ri niwe turi uragia ukimenyerere tutikanage ukenguria na uragie ngano na nima ni tuwe ati irio cito cia Kiambu ni kumenyere ati thito ni uri hingaga rere hingurwo ura waingira agakorwo ni mundu uramenya ni akuhota kumenyera indo citu ndikwenda kwaria mwana no tu ana siasa no twarie nginya guke but ithuĩ kũrĩa gwitũ ri nduya turaiga mundu no Senator no Senator no thank you
and we wish you all the best in your endeavors Kuria Juja Award. Like in this life, if you want to be blessed, never wish bad even your most and bad enemies. Ukanendere mudu edagira andu othe ki nginya thu ciaku gaciendera wega nigetha iturio muoyo ira ucio ungi nie ni ndakwendera wega mwire ona ugikarugama miaka 10 iroka mwire nie no ngakwendera wega riu coka imwerekerie Senator moko mwire o toria Ngai aturaga muoyo ni twakwendera wega tondu mwana wa mutumia wina meririria na ambitions ta andu aria angi Maara ni twakwendera wega mwire nawe tondu wi maitho ndukana mahinge. Now in this juncture gwenda gwita mheshimiwa witu wa Kiambu mheshimiwa twendete muno ni agenagiria gathuri ni nyendete andu agathuri ni ona ndio mutungatiri ugo ni ndi gathuri ni kuga atiriri ndumakagio ni kiria kirathiururuka hari uri na andu matuike andu agathuri na mheshimiwa Maara u develop kangi kanene nene ni ndimakagio ni maundu maria marandigiciria ha ni makagio ni uria nguria ngukoma mithia ngakinya matuini no maundu maria mamakagia riu toria ma kuheo mai uri tukurorwo barabara njega gavana na tindika mwena uyu ungi nake gaikagia maitho mwena uriku o mundu ahinjagio ni no ri ukienda kunora akanorio no ito titho twikihinja kuri mekwenda kunora manorio thino ungitwika mundu wa gucokagiria o ngui ihiga ya kuga ndugakinya ukajia gukugata yo ni guikarania in this life no ginya wirute guikara ta Jesu mathiaga na Petro hamwe na niwe ndirera Bwana Maara Petro arathia akimwira ru mwathani ri ni Jesu na maundu make areciria ginya magikinya andu Jesu akiona u ni amugire muno akimwa shoka thutha daimono sometimes you have to mind your business. We don't know your direction, but inside you can feel where you are headed to. Uo Bwana Maara nyita gibara tutwarithie nomination ndiri harayu tukire tene tariu nie njaragia cia Kiambu tondu riu njikaraga Kiambu na mundu umene kuria ikaraga ti kuria aciarirwo riu nie ngokira tene njikagiria gitothua thia haria gitothua cukuru nomination tondu ndi member wa Jubilee njikie haria George J Maara aya ngini thiri ciakwa ite tiguo ndimahe othe njoke horere jigue no wanengerwo nomination riu tukutware ukamenyane na acio maretwa rume we ukanduri mundu rume kana tiguo kana githe competition tikuonana tigai goto force wanyu ate niwe mundu rume reke turehe ona witu kana tiguo mabesane no okorwo we ndwarugama okire we urugame oriri wagwo komeha reke aria meyumiritie ona uri othiaga u mamenyane ucio ni njamba mundu wothe wi kiharo ni njamba mare kwake atia nyonaga ndume riria ciatwarwo kuria gwa Karware bull fighting ndume kiwanja ene makero maikareha gutire mwene othi akwira macambiki yakwa ni njuru wewe tagira ya kwirutwo mara ukue na ngonia kana tiguo uguo bwana Maara gwa kiharo giti giki ti kia mundu ni gitu ni kia muingi na ni muingi wekaga atia uheanaga na tugutindika uguo andu mathiaga na kagutwika kao eni andu matindikaga kao so ugigakorwo nureciria anyue na githuri reke tuke na gitukonje tukai au twire anyue na hinya ikarai thi na gaitukonje oyai tuthani hoyai no gwikirirwo wonderful ruina riri cokaniriria imoko manyu turehe mheshimiwa witu wa Kiambu mheshimiwa Jude Jomo twende kazi. Karibu sana mheshimiwa Jude, usalimie hawa watu.
Cheza kama wewe, cheza kama wewe.
Ukuhiuria ha na mutura hii. Asante sana our host Senator Maara. Na diragwita Senator Denagaja na kuita Senator kwa sababu niko na uaminifu kuwa wewe ndiye utakuwa Senator ambaye anakuja katika kaunti yetu ya Kiambu, na tunakukaribisha. Kutoka ile siku Daudi alienda akachukuliwa kwa msitu huko wa Kiwinda na akapewa kazi na Mungu, na inajua ni muda mrefu ambao umepita. Sio watu wengi wanaendaga kuchukuliwa kwao nyumbani wakuje kwa kazi au waende kwa uongozi. Lazima mtu ajitolee vile wewe sasa umejitolea, ili wananchi wakukague waone uko namna gani, ili waweze kukuchagua ukuwe kiongozi wao. Na kuheshimu na kuhongera kwa hiyo first step ambao umefanya ya kujitokeza ili uchaguliwe ukuwe senator wetu wa Kiambu. Na kama vile madam amesema, kazi kubwa sana ya senator ni oversight, kuangalia wezi wasiingie kwa coffers zetu za county waibe pesa. Na tunajua katika system yetu ya serikali, the newest form of government we have around is a devolved government. Na hiyo devolved government ndio iko na mashimo mengi sana ya kupoteza pesa za umma. A lot of pilferage is happening in the county government. Na tunataka wale watu ambao watakuwa maseneta wetu wakuwe watu ambao wako na macho. Na inasikia Maara it has nothing to do, we have something to do with macho. Githitiguo Maara kuona muno. So tunajua wewe unajua kuona hiyo mambo. Na pia tunajua hiyo kazi inataka watu ambao hawana tamaa. Hatutaki mtu wa kushikwa na mwizi alafu wanaanza kugawana ile kitu ambao wameiba ili hiyo kesi iishe. Tunataka watu ambao ni waaminifu and people who are going to stand up strong for our people and for our county resources ili isipotee. Na nataka kuambia watu ni wengi ambao wamesimama, lakini wale ambao wako na hiyo steadiness ya kufanya hiyo kazi ni wachache. Nilishuhudia juzi wakati UDA ilikuwa imekuja hapa Thika, na tukaona viongozi wetu wameenda wamestream huko, wameenda kusimama governor, na mmoja wao ni yule alikuwa senator wetu wa Matangi. Na niliwahurumia sana kwa sababu my investigations tells me kila mmoja ambaye alienda kwa huyo mkutano alikuwa anajua yeye ndiye mgeni mheshimiwa, yeye pekee ndiye anaenda kuwekwa kofia ya yellow. Lakini wakati walifika wakakuta ni kama harambee ya kofia za yellow, magavana kama 5 wote walienda huko, wote wanatembea huko. Mpaka in a week's time tumesikia mambo mingi sana. Tumesikia wengine wameandika barua ya page 8 wakitaka kurudi kwa Jubilee kwa sababu wameona ile kitu walikuwa wanatafuta kule hakuna. Waliona hiyo uaminifu ambao walikuwa wameamini sana, ati tumeamini tumeitwa kuja wewe ndio utakuwa candidate wetu, wamekuta wako watano. Sasa wanataka kurudi. Hata wengine wameanza kupatiana conditions. Kusema no, if you want me to stay here you must do ABCD. Ni mtu anagani huyu anaendaga bila kunegotiate? Anaenda kunegotiate wakati tayari amefika. Si ni kuona ameona kule kumeharibika. Si ndio? Na wacha nikuambie kitu moja. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe na ile kitu ambayo unauza, you can go anywhere. Kwa sababu wewe unataka kubebwa na wave. Unafikiri kuna wave itakuja ambao itakubeba. Mimi nimesema nitakaa kwa Jubilee. Kwa sababu hiyo ndio nyumba yetu. Na mimi sitangatuka. Nitakaa huko. Na niambie watu wetu ni kwa sababu gani ambao nataka kukaa kwa nyumba ya Jubilee. Kwa sababu siwezi kubomoa nyumba yangu niende kuishi kwa nyumba ya wengine na sijui watanipatia hiyo tenancy kwa muda gani. Naweza kama miezi 2 waniambia nani wewe toka rudi kwako. Wacha mimi nikae na Jubilee yangu. Nitembee naye. Kwa sababu that is where I belong. That is my party. Na nikwambie kitu moja, wale wanasema ati Jubilee iko na mashida, hawako ndani ya Jubilee, wako kule nje, hawatuambii shida ile iko kwa vyama vyao, wanataka kutuambia shida ile iko kwa chama yetu ya Jubilee. Na sisi ndio tuko ndani. Ekwirago kemenya go ni murariti muroki. Si ndio? Huyu hata asio kuroka ni kuangalia kutoka mbele. Na anajua ile shida tuko naye kuliko watu wote. So kwa hao ambao walituambia chama ya Jubilee imekufa, I will be shocked. Kwa sababu Jubilee is alive and kicking, and Jubilee will be in the next government ambao itachaguliwa kuongoza Kenya. Na Bwana Maara, tunataka wewe ukue kwa hiyo serikali ya Jubilee, ukiwa senator wetu. Sasa utakuwa watchman, ni kama uvae kabuti na ubebe fimbo, uangalie pesa isiibiwe. Na tuna hakika hiyo mambo itafanyika. Nyinyi mnaamini hivyo? Mnaamini Jubilee itachukua? Leo nimetoka kwangu constituency. Na ile group nilikuwa naongea naye leo, nilitafutiwa wale watu ambao wanasema hawataki Jubilee wako pande ile. Na tukakaa chini na wao for 1 hour tukiongea about the future of Kiambu and which direction we would like Kiambu iende mbele. Na by the end of that meeting tumekubaliana the only vehicle which can deliver us is Jubilee. Jubilee ndio inaweza kutupeleka, kwa sababu hiyo ndio chama yetu. Na inajua tukiamini hivyo, tukiendelea hivyo, tutaenda vizuri na tutachaguana vizuri, na tutakuwa na candidates wengi wa Jubilee na wachachaguliwa. Tukue bunge na wao, tukue county assembly na wao, tukue kwa senate, tukue pamoja na wao. Hiyo ni mweteketie huo. Ni mweteketie. No tutikire kumomora nyumba itu andu aitu tumomore tuthie tugakuona nyumba ingi na tutiure gugwikwo. Tuikara ko thiku 2-3 turerwo tume. Titiguo. Koguo ona nyu mugithie kwendia wirora murathie kuruta wa Jubilee. Mutigathie mu apologetic. Mutigathie mugithaithanaga. You state the facts. Those facts speak for themselves. No tugithie tuge atiriri ati turathikiriria ground. Tituthikiririe ground. Ni ndiramoria atiriri. Riria mutha ahecire kuria kirima iguru ri. Arikia kuruta ciana cia Israeli kuma Misiri yake matwara. We akiamba kuguthuka Sinai kugira mawatho maria etirwo. Agicoka guku thiri, agikora andu ni maicuhirie gacau niko marahoya. Niko karatuikite ngai wao. Ni mariganwo ni ngai wao uria wamarutire Misiri, uria wamakiririe ruwi, uria wamaheire mana riria mahutire, akimahe dawa ya marumwo ni nyoka, ni mariganirwo niwe. And I'm not qualified pastor gekengei ha kuhunjia. No riria acokire ri, akuwite mathani ri, na agikora mbuto yake yothe iria ararutire Misiri inamirire gacau ri. Augire athikiririe ground. Githĩ tuwe wamaheire direction. Akimera mwaciri uhoro wa marenge na nyamu icio ingi mwanyuagĩra ũkombo-inĩ na Ngai nĩ aramwĩrire mũrathiĩ na gũkũ mũnyuage ũkĩ na iria. Kaĩ mwariganĩrwo na ihenya atĩa? Akĩgarũra ground ĩyo wika na ground ĩkĩmomora gacaũ karĩa na ĩgĩcoka gũthiĩ the right direction. Maara, you have the same capacity to do that. to give guidance to our people. No makoro mari aingi, but makoro uria marauga ti correct. Na wewe na facts no hoto thiko mahe facts na maigue umoni ate ku marathie ni kura morite. Tondu njira gutukinyia ithui as community ya Mount Kenya ni tukorwo tunyitanite tondu gukanjiriria atiriri ona mbogo iria tuonaga mutito-ini cithiete cie hamwe ri itithiaga tondu uria ciendanite ni tondu they have strength in their numbers. We need our numbers to be strong. Titugwa ndwaitu ine ne kezire for the first time tutire na candidate wa githurano in Mount Kenya region katwe nake titiguo na ndarora ndeka mathabu makwa ri ataiko ni kwehenia ndirehenia ri ni ndirona no is a two horse race ina Raila na Ruto titiguo acio agigitheti matire na mandaco titiguo mareo thigire titiguo hara I mean there is yake acio eri no tutari twarua nake. We have fought with either of them titiguo, which means we can fight again with either of them. Uria wothe okuthurwo ri no athia tugaruruke na turuwe nake. So what safeguards have we put in place as a community ati tungigathie turuwe ri tugacoka ha no tucokire kiamba-ini gitu kiria tuingirite tunyitanite tondu ni ta Judy mono hakwo na garuruke ruriri no nyonererio rithathi haha njirwo ikore kwenda na njuge ihi thii na mbere tiguo kana nyonio maundu ta maria Jojo monirio ni Moi na Jiji Kariuki na acio angi na nio mamu supportite no nyonio maundu ta maria monirio betrayal toria ndirona aria mari na turwimbo maka betrayal onao. But if we don't want that to happen, if we have to learn from our history, we must join together in a strong party. Iria party ndikahota guthiretenwo tondu with our new political parties bill which we passed a few weeks ago tungithie to withdraw kuma coalition iyo ne yakua na thirikari iyo ne yakua tucokeire baini tugathurana ringi. Bwana Maara, I wish you the best in your campaign. Igira guku mutondo-ini wa siasa na guku nikuo kuruta kura guku kura-ini kura ne nyingi na tutigetigire ground iyo ratuika ati irauga ri ona ithuĩ nĩ tũthiĩ tũmĩhe ũhoro na nĩ gũtũthikĩrĩria. I wish you the best and God bless you.
Tupigie Mheshimiwa Jude makofi mazuri. Thank you so much. Thank you Mheshimiwa Jude. Niku welcome Mheshimiwa Maara siasa-ini. Umekuwa pale, this is your second term in Kiambu. Uoni uyo kaundu atoi na niweka wega ni kumukira tondu uguthie kugura ng'ombe umagiririo ni mundu wanakwithia kana tiguo airetu ale marenda kugia ciana umagiririo ni mundu wina cigana igiri na nikio njiraga andu tiga kwira andu maundu ni maritu, they are not you. Mheshimiwa Maara, you have good friends marakwira igira siasa onao ni kiumira na magitwitua they began igira ho begin tia tondu wewe muhikuira giaria gikiko tikiega matarakikio ni your partner ori okuritohirie muturire no kuri andu meraga mundu na opinion cia maica mao no makariganirwo tiwe kana tiguo ndukanere mundu ati we tiana kihiko ni kiritoi ndu ndirahikio ni muthuri waku arahikio ni gutwika wake. Let people be reke andu maigire na mahure siasa, lakini siasa za amani na siasa safi kana tiguo haugire ti hega riu hinda riri. It is now the time to invite man of the moment nigetha oke agayane na ithuĩ kĩoneki gĩake. But before that ni Jason ndũngĩaga rwĩmbo rwa Muheko Nebster mena na Hashon Maina meguku onoko ni ifungu igiri tukanĩtio guo tũcongete nigetha tuace in Mheshimiwa Maara in a style aigue ona agĩtaraga arata arĩa angĩ ake othe hena andu auma nao and they contributed the first warmth of love to him. na kumu appreciate agiuka gutuika ndungata ya county ya Kiambu, au sio? Ndio aturugame ithuothe turugame mwiko ne bistana maina moke haha baina na HON soni udio urio gwibanga hau nigetha njamba ici igiri cituringithirie tucoke haha turehe Maara in style nigetha onake aigue kaundu kau ni kahinguka na mwiri ni wahinguka. Riu to mukeithagia no akamwira kuchu
no muno MC ni njagwo mweko wa Wanjiru na ona ni ndirauga ni Maara this time. Ngumo ya Maara ni nene akakumukira tondu ndiramuigua ndi ona guku gwakwa na guku mwihoko ngaigua undu ucio wi munene muno. Riu ndoka ndakora no mundu munina nini na ni mwanake utari mukuru muno uria ndireciragia na ndauga kou andu acio angi othe marathie ona nikuo nguthie tondu ni ndi wa Jubilee damu. Niĩ kuina nyinaga na nyinaga nyĩmbo cia kũgoca Ngai na tene ndĩrainaga cia bũrũri mũndũ gwĩtwo Kĩengei, no rĩu ndĩraina cia Ngai tu tondu cia Ngai nacio gũtirĩ mũndũ mũngĩhĩngĩcana nake. Nyendete rwĩmbo rugaga ndĩraigua kĩongo gĩkĩgamba ta mbugi kikiki hembia vava, ndĩraigua ta kĩngĩbathuka ni matarania na mathĩna ndũhembia mwana ndagio ithe mũgate na kĩithe mũnungere ihiga ndũhembia vava, ningĩ mwana ndagĩtia kĩũngũyũ baba mũrekererie nyoka ndũhembia hembia ndatiga ndahagĩra maĩ mangĩ mariko ndaguthukira mutu gatuka-ini kwa neiba ndamakana ndatuika ndona uria mutu haicite ndacokera nyumba nderacia na ihoe ikome nitukaria rucio ai tigana na ruo riu koguo Kiambu yothe handu ya roma turauga mundu no Maara na niwe tugwikira campaign niwe tukurugama nake nginya tutigirire ndi twathie kuria endaga guthie ndi twakinya haria kioneki giake aronete arenda tukinye hau niho tuthiete turi na mundu gwitwo na HON Maina kugeithie nake akwire augaga atia.
Thank you. Jubilee George Maara ni undu uria wangenia wa njamba ĩno tauga undu uria wakenia Maina njamba ĩno ni andu aria down to earth na rekei ndimwire bururi uyu kira turabatara andu ihia nigetha meke atia nigetha me riu mutikimenye njamba ĩno iri pedestrian area njega ya kwambaranio ithuĩ gwitũ kũrĩa kahawa wendani rĩu kumania na rĩu ngumo ĩrĩa tũkũhunjia nĩ ya mũthuri ũrĩkũ njĩtagwo na HON Maina na ona nĩ nyinaga nyĩmbo cia kũgoca Mwathani mũrĩ mũno nduta ũyũ arwaru magomete ũyũ nĩwe ngwenda onarĩ moko sidi kanua karia koigaga ndũrĩ noko gagakwĩra ngombera kanua karia gakugĩire mbu tarĩa maratugagĩra mbu noko gagakugĩra kanua koigaga ndũngĩhota tũrĩa maroigaga tũtingĩhota noko gakoiga haiya ũguo kĩrĩguo maroiga rĩu ngwĩciria angĩkorwo DJ
Kikunienda Yulenda lega Gukenje Romwe Waku Otuya Rohe Nanyande Yua Switi Nasiti Oreko Yote Wari Roga Tirikana ya Erianda Lemonini Watuhago Kanjira Goyori Mwena Atende Waku Anota Nikendera Na Idene Kero Nyokia Gipina Onade Mokuro Nikoika Kunde Taindaro Anota Kamwene Ate Onade Mokuro Nikoika Kunde
Goro ya mu. Asante sana, asante sana.
Alright, Jabba is now still upstanding. They had a moda here, ladies and gentlemen, to bring on stage Mheshimiwa John J. Maara, the incoming senator. Kiambu County, wapi makofi shine. Wapi makofi ya senator. Wapi makofi ya senator wa Kiambu. Wapi makofi ya senator wa Kiambu. Wapi makofi ya senator wa Kiambu. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Karibu sana. Mheshimiwa, ongea na watu wa Kiambu.
I'm lost for words. But let me start from the very simple, perhaps going to the complex. Please do take your seats. Andũ aitũ othe Ngai nĩ mwega na hĩndĩ ciothe ni tondu uguo niguo akoragwo ahiana ona mathaa ta maya tucerangeirwo hanini no mwega na ni njui ni gutumenyerera na muhe gukinderia na gwitikira kunjigua o ndagika nyinyi tu. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, first of all to recognize the presence of my very distinguished guest. I have with me, starting from my right, our sitting member of parliament for Kiambu and my very good friend, Jude Jomo. I have Mheshimiwa Jane, serving member of County Assembly for Juja. I have with me an aspirant like myself, but also a very good friend of mine, incoming member of Juja, Oiga Mugara. And I have with me, representing the deep state, Sam na my mchungaji. I know amongst you, I have other members or persons that are aspiring for various seats. If you are there, I do recognize your presence with us this evening. It's getting a bit late, so I may need a bit of this. Good evening, everyone. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I hope it's an eventful evening. And I want to thank you. I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for coming over to listen to me as I launch my senatorial bid for the Senate position in our very beautiful county, Kiambu County. I know you're coming from very many parts, different parts of our county. They were called out, and I want to recognize you and thank you for coming over. Karibuni sana. I'm also privileged to have a few members of my family, and in no particular order. Where is Steve? I am a father of many sons, but I am also lucky to have one daughter. So for those young men that feel they have wanambuzi ya kutosha kutoka kwa wazee wao, come and talk to me later. I have Steve, where is he? And I have Dennis, I have Chris, and of course the baby in the house, Wahu. I stand here in your presence this evening to humbly request you to support my senatorial bid. I want to serve you as the next Senate or the second Senator in this great county of ours, the county of Kiambu. I have considered this as I come to vie for this position. It's have had organizing moments, because there are times when I'd said I will not come back into politics. For those who are keen on details, especially from a political point of view, you know that I have vied for the Limuru parliamentary seat, and I was very disappointed last time for perhaps reasons that are very well known to you. So I had kind of said I would not want to commit myself to politics again. But then again, once a politician, always a politician. So here I am once again, but this time vying for the senatorial seat in our county. The duties of a senator are perhaps the simplest. My duty and role will be an oversight role to make sure that our county is allocated enough resources by the national government, to make sure that those resources get back and come all the way down to the county, where they will be administered by the governor with assistance from the county assembly or members of the county assembly. But you do know there are times when these funds are not administered in the manner they are supposed to. That is why and where the oversighting role comes in. But if you have a senator that will apply himself beyond the role and duties of oversight, then we may start to talk about a few issues that concern our community. I want to promise you that when you elect me, and I know for sure that you will, I will look into issues that deeply concern and affect our community. If you allow me, I may just mention a few. I believe that for a nation to be able to perform the roles of development, you need to have a healthy nation. So when I go to the Senate House, even at that level, I will make sure that I advocate and look into issues of healthcare, advocate for allocation of funds so that health services, affordable medical care can be accessed by all our people. I will advocate for the construction of more facilities, acquisition of equipment, so that our people can spend less than they are spending now when it comes to matters of health. And even stop going outside for what sometimes we call medical tourism. If I apply myself well, I can be able to go out there and have people, communities, corporate world, and even international donors who will want to come in and support the healthcare systems in our county. You cannot just talk about facilities without talking about the healthcare givers. I want to believe that if we remunerate these people well, they'll be able to take care of us and make sure that we are healthy people and a healthy nation. If there are registrations that are needed so that our people can be afforded good medical care, you can be sure and trust that I will be able to help in the registration of those kind of that kind of registration. Let me touch a little bit on education, and I'm being very brief because I know time is not on our side. Some of you may have to travel far away and long distances. I am privileged to have gone to a particularly good school. I went to Ngesha Primary School, and then after that I went to Starehe Boys, where I spent a substantial part of my learning life. And through that school, I came to appreciate the value and the meaning, deep meaning of developing a person, imparting educational skills in a person. So I want to give back to the community through the development of our children, developing the person through education. In this regard, I'll work with the community, I'll work with the government, and all those stakeholders that are interested in making sure that we have good educational systems and good education in our country. There's a subject that I hold very dear and that is very close to my heart. As you can see, I'm a father of young and highly spirited young men and women. And there are others here, Kina Shushu there, Kina G, all of you. Okay? So we cannot move forward in this country without taking into account the matters and issues that affect our youth. And I want you to trust me that once I'm in the Senate, I'll not only talk about our youth, but I'll be at the forefront of advocating for the issues that affect our youth, enabling them acquire education, enabling them to be able to access funds, like I know some of them seated here really require funds. And I will also engage myself in mentoring them so that they can also come out to be successful businessmen and women and the kind of youth that we want and desire in our community. These are issues that we have kind of forgotten and put aside as a nation, but they are issues that we should now start to address. I want to talk about agriculture very briefly. We are a community that has been dependent for a very long time on agriculture. It's unfortunate that, and I think my colleagues here will bear me out because they have witnessed this, that our agricultural sector was deliberately destroyed by some regimes that were in existence in the previous past. We had coffee, we had tea. All these have been mismanaged deliberately so that you people, the people of Mount Kenya, and in Kiambu in particular, can be made poor or impoverished. These are issues that we need to address. If we talk about milk, I know a lot of us are able to deal with issues of milk. But when you talk about coffee and tea, we may want to move a step further and help to value add these products so that our farmers earn a little bit more. These are issues that we need a lot of talking about, a lot of registration, a lot of lobbying at Parliament, and you can be sure that I'll do that. Not all of you are youth, not all of you are farmers. I know many of you are businessmen. What do I do about the business community? I want to ensure that, first of all, we harmonize registration, both at the local and county government, so that we have effective registrations that takes care of our business community. Enact laws that protect you people as businessmen, whether you're in a matatu industry, in the border industry, in manufacturing industry, whether you're running your small shop somewhere or kiosk, whatever it is, you need laws that will protect you. Is it possible to have industries, good and reliable industries in Kiambu? Of course it is. It is. So one of the areas, and also industries that we can be able to protect. I will work hand in hand with all the other elected senators to help push the issues of businessmen, not only in this Kiambu, but also at the national level. Is it possible for us as a county to be able to have fairs, business fairs, conferences, so on and so forth, that will help promote our business? It is possible. And these are some of the areas that I'll work on. As I stand here, I want to assure you that once you elect me to be your next senator, I will represent you, the people of Kiambu. And I will shun empty and divisive politics and ensure that all those promises that I make are fulfilled and delivered to our people. I know this is hard work, and I know that I have competition. In my endeavors to become your next senator, I will not underrate anybody, I will not look down on anybody, and I will work with you hand in hand. I have the requisite experience. As you can see, I'm old enough, I'm mature, I'm educated. I was born in a small village called Ngesha. It's popular for very many reasons. We produce a lot of artists, but I am confident that this time round we shall produce a senator. And I know that you will support me in this. I want to mention a few remarks about our party. I am vying for the senatorial position in Kiambu on a Jubilee ticket. As was mentioned by my friend Sam, I'm fully paid up, and as you can see, I'm kitted and ready to go. For me, Jubilee was a party of choice. I'm amongst the first registered members of Jubilee. And it is unfortunate that some deceptive elements almost tried to push me out of Jubilee during the electoral period of 2017. But I stayed firm and I remained in Jubilee. When I was talking to one of my friends earlier during the day about my party, Jubilee, because a lot has been said about Jubilee, there are people out there, and many of them were in this party, but because they are what I would call the Shiawado, they have quietly moved out of Jubilee and they are flocking together. Maybe because they believe by flocking together, they'll form a defensive mechanism. And when they are taken to court, or wherever else they are taken, to answer for the misdeeds and for the mistakes and fraudulent actions that they have carried out against the people at home. We, the people of Mount Kenya region. In fact, Mheshimiwa, even after this period, the campaign period, we should strive to build our party so that it becomes strong, viable, and wait for those other people that are going to come. I'm very happy to report that this morning, a friend of mine told me, amongst all the parties, Jubilee had the highest number of registered candidates. In fact, I think this is information that is in the public domain. If these figures are correct, Jubilee has 7,112 registered candidates, ranging from the member of county assembly, Parliament, Senator, Governor. Okay? Of course, you know that we don't have a presidential candidate for Jubilee. So what else can they tell us about Jubilee? What else can they say about us? Some of these parties were barely able to register maybe 1 or 2 candidates. So this is the party of choice. And I want to encourage you, whatever I said out there, that is a perception. Andu acio ni guoya maratwenderia tondu moe na ithu twaingera kuria tukumaharagania othe. So I want to encourage you to be united, stand together, be firm, na mutigetikire kwenderio guoya. Last Saturday, I was privileged to be among a large group of Kikuyu men, Kiama, and elders that were invited by His Excellency the President to State House. Now, to be honest, ciugo iria muthuri ucio aririe miario ria ari na muthuri ucio ndikumecokera haha, but maybe what I want to ask Sam and Mheshimiwa, please go back to the President, tell him to come out and repeat those same words that he uttered to us there to Korea State House. Because if he does, I am sure before we touch April, gutigakorwo na mundu wa UDA thini wa Kiambu na gutigakorwo mundu wa UDA thini wa Mount Kenya region. Tondu andu aitu niguo mendeirio na makenderio maheni. As I conclude, our President, His Excellency the President, the President witu raithi twamuthurite gire tiguo ni mwana wa mutumia tuwi, ni muthuri wa mutumia tuwi, ni ithe wa ciana tuwi ta ici ciakwa, na ni President witu ni ithu twethurire. Ni ndamuria muri inyuothe o haria muri, ithu tutire na President ungi na ni ithu twamuthurite. Muru kana mwega ona kirekano ndigitwiraga thiini wa thama Exodus, and in particular riathani ria gatano, utie ki utie thoguo na nyukwa. And in fact, in further ahead in one of the verses ni yugite ona atongoria meke atia matio. Mwana witu uri utegutia muciari, and in particular President witu, umenye niwe weruma na waruma rurire rwitu. Uhuru witu ndagakorwo president on the 10th of August 2022. Rekeni muthuri ucio arikie wira wake na kahora na thayo na bururi ithu ni tugatigwo guku. He has a choice ya gwikara bururi witu, and I'm sure he will. He even has a choice ya guthie kundu kuria kungi agenda guthie. Let him enjoy his retirement in peace. Although we are encouraging him to continue giving wise counsel kiama-ine gitu na bururi witu, and we want him to stay. In fact, Aturi keeps on telling us uhuru ndagirwo guthie handu tondu ni mundu munini. So maybe by extension what we'll be saying, we will continue to call upon his wise counsel and experience and wisdom to continue guiding us, especially as the Kikuyu nation. Riu andu aitu gwicira ni mwanyora na gwicira ni mwanjigua na macio manini, nigienda kwamba ndimuherere tondu we were meant to start this launch just about 6 o'clock, but for reasons beyond our control, media ni matukire held up hanini, koguo muturekere please. But I am sure it was worthwhile tondu onaigura dinaria muno ni njui ni mwanjigua na ni mwanyona, and I know I have your prayers, I know I have your support, I know I have your votes, na ni njui ni mukunjoya oguo hiana muginye matura-ine manyu kwi family cianyu aria mena athuri muginye kuri athuri anyu, aria mena atumia muginye kuri atumia anyu, aria mena ciana muginye gwi ciana, atumia korwo mukorwo ngurubu-ine muginye ngurubu-ine, athuri korwo mukorwo na ciama cianyu muginye kuo, mutungatiri witu uginye kanitha-ine. na kuria kuunge guothe matura-ini ma Maitho ma Kiambu. Kiambu ni nene muno. I may not be able to visit every location, every ward physically. So I'll do the talking. And I want to believe that you do a lot of walking for me. You are my ambassadors, you are my representatives. But I want to promise you, I'm a good man, first of all, to start with. Even you agree? Even Dennis agrees. Dennis is perhaps the most famous in the family. Is the national team. A lot of people ask me, hey, okay? So you are my ambassadors, and I want to send you out there. Na mujererie kura na ndungeba ndugejereria kura we mwenyewe utabite kuhe kura giothi giki ni kiritu no ni kihuthu mungijoya oguo hiana na mundeithie. Thank you, Todo. We have walked some journey with you. I declared my candidate just about 3 weeks ago. Toima kuria sagana mheshimiwa. Koguo ongo ni ujiguite kana ukanyona ucio ni wira wa wiki cigana wiki ithatu. Twina wiki ingi ithatu before we go to the nomination, and I know it is doable. Thank you ni kunyenda. Thank you ni guka. Thank you ni guthikereria. Kunyenda na go support. Ni go support ni kwenda kwenda ciana citu, kwenda atumia itu, kwenda athuri itu, kwenda bururi witu na kwenda Kenya itu hothe andu ya Roma. Na mutunyitire ithu twika maine kia Jubilee. Twenda muheshimiwa witu, twina Jane, twina Mugara, we no ngano ndagite. We wikare deep state. Nake mutungatiri witu atuhoyagire niguo. With those few words, na to nigutukire nigwenda kumacokeria ngatho ciakwa cia mwanya muno on behalf of myself and my family ni undu wa gutwenda na twamwita muoka ni twamutuma kuria mashinani muthie munyitirire mucarie giti giki ni kinene muno tigia kwa kenyi de wiki tugaikare turi ithuothe mugitire bururi witu na mugitire muthamaki witu. God bless you na muige muoyo na mwacoka mucii mucoke na thayo muno. Ni ndamwenda muno na ni jona nino munyendete niguo. Thank you very much. God bless you.
2022 ni George J. Maara. Ya kuturenda mutongoria nyamba Bono bozina wendete Kiambu Utari lero no tonga wa Kiambu Seneta mwega no kuire utumania Seneta Maitho ni George Maara Atuike Maitho tonga wa Kiambu Seneta Maitho ni George Maara Maitho ma Kiambu ni George Maara Tonga Maitho menyererwo no korwo ni ciana iria ciarĩire ciana igahoma ciana njũgĩ 2022 twathura George Maara Seneta Maitho ni George Maara atuike Maitho tonga wa Kiambu Seneta Maitho ni George Maara Maitho ma Kiambu ni George Maara Rasiove na Kiamba Seneta Maitho ni George Maara Emuriove na Kiambu town Seneta Maitho ni George Maara Agobe agoile Wanjiku Seneta Maitho ni George Maara Kuma Kikuyu ovyo Kinyaveka Seneta Maitho ni George Maara Katondo saore Yona katondo no Seneta Maitho ni George Maara Kurasiove siandu agethongori na kabete Seneta Maitho ni George Maara Maitho tonga wa Kiambu Seneta Maitho ni George Maara Maitho ma Kiambu ni George Maara George J. Maara. Haya. Ningeomba tu kama tumesimama hivyo. Dada wita tengeneza hii mic. Nataka nimwalike Pastor Wanjada for a benediction prayer. Are you happy? Yes. Ni mwakena. Senator witu ni Waja. Ugera ko yakane kaigera mwiri. Leo wana simoge di moto mo di mo kaigwa gata. Ni George J. Maara. O moto o ya kaigwa gata moto. Ni George J. Maara. O moto ya kaigwa gata. Arafu ukaigwa kumarari nginya gatondo nothi. Wonderful. Kama tumesimama hivyo, ningependa kumkaribisha Pastor Wanjada ili atuombee na atupe baraka. Na ndani ya maombi usisahau ya kwamba watu wameandaliwa chakula hapa nje. Kwa hivyo tukimaliza watu watatoka wapi? Hapa nje adumarianire. Ile tiguo tonigo gitukire na maitho ma Maara ni mahingo kumenya nda yanyu ona ndiri kindu nikio augire murugirwo gakimaha njagire tiguo andu makirina ni mutongoria ni utana kana tiguo mutongoria ni utana. Kwa hivyo tutavua kofia zetu tucoke tuge ndingihota gũgũcokeria wega waku Mwathani no nĩ ngwende mũno na wage kwĩ mũthenya ona ũtu ni umenyagĩrĩra wega maitho maku nĩ mambaraga kũrĩ ũtheri na kũrĩ nduma.
Tutanahoya nĩ ngwenda ciana cia mũthuri ũyũ ciũke. Hĩndĩ ĩrĩa mũthuri ũyũ kwaragia nguonaga andũ magĩkengeria maithori tondũ thĩinĩ wake kuma na kwĩnyihia kũnene. Na maandĩko moigaga andũ arĩa menyihagia Ngai nĩ amambararagia. Koguo ciana ciake ciũke haha kai haha ndenda baba wanyu akorwe mbere na muheshimiwa. Yes, andu othe tukuoya moko na iguru mumatamburukirie imoko thiini wa ritwa ria Jesu. Ajia kumariria kirathimo, ajia kumariria gwitikirika, ajia kwira mwathani amagitire na tongorie njira ciao thiini wa ritwa ria Jesu. Ketuhoe mwathani kigongona kia matu-ini we uyurwo ni hinya muingi. Mandiko maku moigaga aria menyihagia mbere-ini yaku nawe Ngai witu ni umatugagiria. Mandiko maku matheru moigaga warutire Daudi githaka-ini akirithia, ukienda kumuitiriria maguta nigetha agatuika muthamaki. Ni thengio Ngai ni tondu wa kuona ndungata ino Maara muthamaki wa matu-ini kuma itura inini muno, itura ria Gesa kigongona githeru, na nigetha ukona ni kwagirire umutwe maitho ma Kiambu. Ritwa riaku Ngai witu rironeneha. Ni thengio tondu ri unyitite guoko mwathani ni umutongoragia wega. Hindi ria kinya mbere ya andu ciugo cia kwaria niwe umwikagira, niwe uheaga mundu kwendeka na gwitikirika. Twahoera seneta witu gwitikirika matura mothe kona ciothe cia Kiambu kuria rithiaga mwathani urwaragia uromutongoragia uroharagiriria njira ciake thiini wa ritwa ria Jesu. Nidahoya na mandiko me thiini wa Isaia 45 ati andu aria Ngai witu nyitete guoko ni urithiaga mbere yao. Itikira kumunyita na guoko gwaku Ngai nigetha uthiage mbere yake. Ugite gwakora irima na tuthunguri ni urituharaganagia nigetha njira ciake ciagirire kuna. Ugite Jehova ungigakora hingo ciake ciihinge ni ugacihingurithia, ona ingigakora ihingitwo na migiko ni ukamiunanga. Mwathani ni ndahoya unyite ndungata ino guoko, ni ndahoya wanjie kumwaririria kuri andu aria matamui ona aria mamui makanitha-ini akinya kuo Ngai witu mwaragiririe, ikundi-ini ciothe Jehova mwaragiririe. Na Jehova tukwenda gukwira uta uria hana akwirire ati wahotanira seneta witu Ngai no tugagucokeria ngatho. Ritwa riaku mwathani rirogocwo. Mwathani ni kuri na ngimara arugama ite-ini mwathani nigetha macagurwo na macoke ite-ini ciao ta mujumbe witu wa Kiambu Ngai, onake ndamuhoera gwitikirika mawega maria ekite tukamaigua na tukamona. Umwe wa macio urotuma muririkane thiini wa ritwa ria Jesu. Aria marugamite ta mujumbe witu wa Juja, Ngai the witu mugie mbere, Ngai the witu mutongorie no mwariririe thiini wa ritwa ria Jesu. Utukuyu tutikawirira, utukuyu tutikawirira tondu utukuyu niguo kiambiriria gia kuhingura njira cia muru wa ithe witu. Utukuyu niguo wandika karamu ati ni ukumuhe uhotani. Utukuyu niguo wekira thairi ati ithue ni tugatuika aira na ni tugatuika aira Ngai wa mahotanira. Ritwa riaku Jehova rironeneha, na tondu mwathani we ndwihingicaga na kiria urathimite gutiri ungiruma. Nitukwenda kurathima George thiini wa ritwa ria Ngai. Nitukwenda kumurathima riu akenjiriria kumagara. Nitukwenda kumurathima agithie kwariria andu othe. Nitukwenda kumurathimira giti giki Jehova thiini wa ritwa ria Jesu, na nitukarugama tuge niwe wikite o Ngai witu. Nitukenyihia tukwira ni uhotanite mwathani otogwaria na kunyihia kunene tura umutongoretie. Mwathani andu aya othe mokite ni tondu wa kumwenda, mokite ni tondu wa kwenda bururi witu, mokite ni tondu wa kwenda Kiambu witu. Mwathani ndahoya umarathime na magithie kumagara kwaria na arata ao na andu ao, matware ndumiriri njega na mayukio matura-ini, na nigetha uhotani ukagia moko-ini maitu. Mwathani ni tukwenda kuneana muthamaki wa bururi moko-ini maku. ngoro citũ nĩ irainama arĩa tũĩ maandĩko maku matheru marĩa moigĩte tũtĩe athamaki arĩa ũtũhete ona tũmahoyagĩre. Hĩndĩ ĩrĩa tũkũigua mĩguĩ mĩrũrũ ĩgĩikĩrio mũthamaki witũ, ngoro cia arĩa metĩkĩtio no ciname, no nĩ twamũhoera ũũgĩ mũingĩ, na nĩ twahoya ũmũnyitagĩrĩre Ngai, na nĩ twamũhoya Mwathani ũmũhe ũũgĩ ta wa Sulaimani, na nĩgetha kũrĩa angĩdirect bũrũri ũyũ Mwathani akandũ direct o kũrĩa kwagĩrĩire moko-inĩ mega maku Ngai. Twarana hamwe na ithuĩ Mwathani tũgĩthiĩ kumagara, ona ũtũgitĩre, ona twakinya cikaro-inĩ citũ wega wako tũigane, na no ũndũ wa Jesu Kristo Mwathani witũ twahoya na twetĩkia ithuothe tuge and may the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ and the love of God and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us now and forevermore. Amen. Amen. Wapi makofi kwa Yesu. Mwathani amũrathime, Mwathani amũtongorie.
Kwa hivyo tutatoka hapa nje, najua tutaanza na hii timu iko hapa ya mheshimiwa, tutatoka pale polepole, halafu sisi wengine tufuate tuthie haria tukarigiceria andũ erĩ atatũ hau tukiriaga story tukiaragia. Wewe waigua ta ithuĩ igua wega tukiaragia hau. All those who are watching us, may you all have a good night.